Alrighty, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So, fresh start. Here we go. This time playing on a normal difficulty. We're gonna get the first order of business done right away. By the way, let's check the admin building. If we want to cheese ourselves into getting... Alright, so we can set up science when we have 55 rep. And then we get science for every reputation we would otherwise have gotten. That would be nice. Otherwise, fundraiser campaign. Also nice, we get extra funds instead of reputation. Which will cost us 21. Right, so 21 or 55. That's quite a difference. Alright, just had to readjust the microphone for a bit. Alright, let's get the show on the road. We need to make a vessel that can launch. We'll have no fuel in it, but it will still be able to launch. And that's it. That's basically it. We can put some fins on it if we would really like, but that's not necessary. Science, though. We want to do some science while we're on the launch pad. Hi, Mad Max 420 XD. Hello, welcome to the stream. Right, this looks good for a first rocket, right? You know what? We'll put some fuel in it so we can we'll fill it up with fuel so we can get some land rockets and stuff as well. All right, so this is what we call the test egg. There we go. Test egg will basically just be for oh, no, we don't want to... Oh, we could launch it from there if we wanted. Let's not... Looks like a new career just began. Yeah, we just tried. We just tried a hard mode career for a couple of episodes, but we kept running into bankruptcy. So I think it would be very wise to retrace our steps, and let's just start with a normal career first, where we can just revert if things don't go our way. So we don't, if we crash, that's not a loss. We can just reset basically. That would be nice. All right, we want also a crew report from the launch pad. Now we get Jeb here to EVA, collect the data, remove it, and take this data, then board. Alright, very cool. And let's pop on SAS. Let's go straight for the ocean. Oh god, we left the parachute on the first stage. Ah, Christ. Staging. Alright, at least we can get some mystery goo from flying over the shores. Luckily it was only a flea solid fuel booster, not a hammer or a thumper. And I believe that if we just get out now, this is no longer the launch pad, this will just be KSC. So we'll get a different kind of science as well. We're gonna do the whole KFC. Yeah, the Kentucky Fried Chicken rover run. But for now, I think this is fine. Take data, EVA. Yeah, from KSC. Yeah, cash reward 150%. I can see why you would do that. Yeah, that would be a good one, actually. Alright, we're home. Great. Recover. That would be a good one, but I love to play let's just call it roguelike games like that. If you fail, you fail, and that's it. But Kerbal Space Program is one of those games that is, if you really want to spend a lot of time in different save games testing rockets, then Kerbal Space Program in hard mode is fine. But I'm not really that much of a rocket scientist. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, for me that would be... Oh, we can easily upgrade this. 50,000. There we go. This will cost 20... Yeah. 225. That's great. Let's see. We have escape the atmosphere and orbit Kerbin. Test in flight above Kerbal. That's not very high. We can do that. Yeah. Splash down. Alright, so we need to decouple something as well as soon as we splash down. That's an easy set of contracts. There we go. Oh, before we go, we should probably unlock some science. Alright, so let's get basic rocketry, so we can at least get something. There we go. And survivability, I like that for the thing, the science instrument that comes with it. We're gonna do some science as well. Alright, so twin it, there we go. Science. Let's get the barometer up here. Let's get the thermometer up here. Right, that looks like a proper science craft. I have 4K hours in the game. Would I play with survival mods like food, water, one for radiation, temperature? Sure. Does not break the game. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I've got like something just over 100 hours in this game. Nothing to write home about. All right, so I'm gonna save a hammer right here. I'm gonna make this stage. So what's the contract again? Oh, we have some milestones. There we go. EVA test at home. First crew in a mission. Sure. All right. Launch. Yep. All right. Cool. All right. Parachute. We have a parachute. It needs to be tested in flight over Kerbal, so that will be on the way back. Right? Can we? Yes, we can, because we need to splash down. All right, so this is a neat trick. We need to splash down with a decoupler. So we'll put this decoupler in the last stage. Now, decoupler does not seem to have a big impact tolerance. 5 meters per second. I think we can chance it. Alright, so we have 2 decouplers. Just one to actually decouple. And then one to decouple from the other one. Seems like a waste. I agree, it is. Alright, we're gonna make a big old rocket, put a big old swivel engine underneath it, and let's couple that. We'll get it up here with a hammer. Let's see. Where's my my coupler? Structural? No, coupling. Yeah, we don't have any side loading things yet. All right, so this will get us off the ground. That's great. This will get us easily off the ground. This going to Juno with those mods and coming back is harder than a trip to Elu in vanilla. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, that's quite the achievement. Right, I think this will do it. I think this will do it. I really feel like we need some fins on this bad boy. I can get away with 6. I can even get away with 8. Let's do it. 8 fins. Just to keep the airflow fine. Alright, so yeah, unused monopropellant. Let's make it a bit less weighty. There we go. Can't transmit science. We don't need to transmit science. We're gonna bring this puppy back. Here we go. So the staging is tested. We want the contracts up first. Alright, so we're gonna make some waves. We're gonna go, I think we're gonna go west this time. Just so we get a different biome. And we're not gonna go too high. We're gonna go hyped for KSP2. Yes, sir. I am hyped for KSP2. I actually started playing this game again because I really wanted to play KSP2 and I needed to brush up on my rocket science. Alright, so if we go up a bit, we have to be careful. So we really need to do this through staging, right? Yeah, alright. That one's done. Right, so we just wasted a lot of fuel. I know. I know we wasted a lot of fuel. Too bad. Crew report. Kerbin's grasslands. Great. Temperature. Grasslands. Log pressure data. Flying. Mystery go. Flying. Alright, so you... Yeah, thanks. Oh, that's going to be expensive. Muy expensivo. I just realized something. Very sorry. I'm going to revert. Because splashdown is in the ocean, right? I'm stupid. I am stupid. Oops, lol, yep. Alright. That one's in. Let's see. 4,000 meters, so we need to pump it up just a bit. Still, we have way too much fuel, but that's fine. And I need to... I can't just say deploy shoot, can I? No, that would be too amazing. We need to actually test it through staging, which is now done. We then need to make sure that this guy goes beyond us. Great. Alright, so let's turn on SAS for a bit. So we can log the temperature flying above the water. We can log the pressure data flying at Kerbin at all. Alright, and flying at Kerbin once again. Alright, crew report. So this is biome specific. Yep, alright, cool. We're gonna splash down. We're gonna splash down slowly. And right now this... Alright, so we can use the reaction wheels to move like this. But then we can't... Whoa! I have no clue what happened there. But, let's revert this, shall we? Alright, so this is also a thing what I really don't like. Well, it's not like I don't like, but I don't like the permadeath features in KSP because the game is a bit buggy. I mean, there's a lot of things they fixed. A lot of things like this shit that they didn't. Oh man, that was crazy, sort of, yeah. I can see how people have... I can see how people have problems with permadeath mode. Let's see. We're gonna cruise up. Yeah, and we're gonna cut it. Slowing down. Slowing down. What if we do the parachute stage before here? Alright, just get rid of a couple of meters per second. Oh no, it's going back up. Nope. Alright, so we did it first time. Let's stop the ascent. And let's do the parachute before we decouple. So we still have a couple of... So we can still get some distance, you know? Alrighty, now this is the test. Test completed. Now we can burn against this parachute. Just gain some height, you know? Just get some... Oh, the chute is destroyed. How did I not see that coming? Alright, I'm very sorry about this. I'm gonna do it once and I'm gonna do it right. I think we're just gonna cut our losses. We're not gonna alter the rocket anymore. We're just gonna do this. I'm gonna tip it over a bit. Alright, we're gonna do the parachute thing. We're gonna decouple this stage. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on the gas and then decouple. Oh, come on. Get off. There we go. Goodbye. Oh, alrighty. Yeah, let's do the things. Log temperature. Get. Log pressure. Get. Mystery goo. Get. Crew report. Get. And then we'll wait until it's splashed down. Oh, look at this rocket. It's going all wonky. Still going. Insane. If this lands... It just splashed down. Not very far from us. That could have been very dangerous. Alright. Milestones. Altitude, speed, sure. And test in flight over Kerbin. Alright. Now. Quick saving. Alright, so it survived because we didn't land on the thing. Great. EVA. EVA report. Take all the data and board right back in for a crew report from the water. Log the temperature. Oh, we still need to run test. How do we run test? There we go. Just press space. Pressure data from the water and some mystery goo. Right this way, sir. Alright, let's recover. Recover. Recover, recover, recover. Alright, loads of science. Great stuff. Now, is there... Yeah, there is still one part lying right there. We'll recover it. Stability. General rocketry. All these costs 45 and these all cost 90. We have some stuff to do. Alright, mission control. Let's upgrade mission control so we can have more missions. Let's get orbit Kerbin. Let's get escape the atmosphere. And let's see. These conduct surveys. I really hate these because you have to be in a very specific location. You have to go there. Test swivel landed at Kerbin. Alright. Hull into flight above Kerbin. So this needs to be at a certain speed, but this is a very low speed for a very high altitude, so I don't think I'm going to do that one. This is a significant one. Test the flea orbiting Kerbin. Alright, so we need to take a flea into space and then activate it while orbiting. Not going to do it. I'm going to do the swivel one. That should be very easy. Alright, get a fuel tank on there. Right. Swivel. Get some side mounts. Two of them, that will do. We have even some landing struts with a bit of tolerance as well. So those won't reach past the engine. It's a no for me. Alright. I don't know why we're taking this decoupler, because it's really not necessary. We can't place these anywhere, right? Just there. Yeah, that will be a bit awkward, but it's fine. Alright, so we just need a thimble of fuel with us, because we just need to get up and then land. So, just get up and land. Does this have enough thrust to weight ratio? Oh, it has. It has enough thrust to weight ratio to get us off the floor. Right, let's launch. All parachutes in one. Alrighty. We can do some science here as well. Mystery goo from the launch pad. It will not give us much, but it will give us what we need right now. Log the temperature, sure thing. Alright. Crew report from the thing is not necessary. This EVA report has already been done. Alright. Great stuff. Let's go up. We don't need that much throttle, because we have 5 times the power to lift us off the ground. So this is enough. Let's just go. And then deploy the chutes. And we'll slowly land on the engine. And that's it. Alright, now for the hard part, we need to get into orbit. That would be really nice. At least a suborbital track. Alright, let's actually start designing a rocket then. This will come back down, so this needs a heat shield. If we have thermal, yes. You will get a heat shield. We're gonna take not full ablator, because that's... We're gonna take, I think 40 ablator will do nicely. We'll take a decoupler, so we can decouple it through staging. And then we're gonna put some engines on it. Alright, so I think that the Reliant is a lot more powerful, and the swivel gives more control. I think for this stage we're going to need power. And I think for this stage we could also do with 2 tanks. Yeah, this is once we're in orbit, so this needs to be light. Yeah, alright, cool. Decouple. There's going to be a stage underneath this. Which is 4 tanks. Alright, 4 tanks, and this will have a swivel. We'll have a decoupler. Or 2. We'll have a thrust solid fuel rocket to get us off the ground. We'll get some aerodynamics nose cones on it. We'll get some winglets on it. Winglets will really help. These can go to the sides. Now, is 2 going to be enough? 2 is technically going to be enough. Yeah. Alright, so this looks like it might get us to orbit. We have over 3000 delta V, which is approximately what we need. Alright, we'll do some science once we're in space. Alright, let's launch. Alright, never mind me, I'm just clicking on some other screen. There we go. Some sound effects there. Great stuff. Alright. Jeb. This is for all Kerbal kind. Alright, we have all fuel. We have apoaps. This is it. All our stages are capable of taking us. Here we go. Alright, let's try and bend over just a bit. Oh look. We're already losing heading. It's trying to correct. But I don't know what it's trying to correct. Let's revert this flight. Revert to launch. Let's see what it's doing once we... If we just press spacebar. We just go straight up. SAS is on. And it is going straight up. Right, as soon as we start going this way, however, we start to turn as well. So perhaps that's not the best thing to do. Don't turn too much, right? Just try and keep it steady. Alright, that's a problem, yeah. Alright. That is a definite problem. We're gonna need to redesign this, which is fine. We don't mind. Right, so what if we turned this on during ascent? A bit to help stabilizing. Yeah. I think that's a great idea. And that's also because we have so much space to work with. Let's put on an extra can of fuel. Alright, let's save it and launch it. Now we want just a third of throttle. We don't want to burn up our main stage entirely. Alright, let's head on over there. Let's go. So this swivel will autocorrect our pitch. Look at that. I will manually overcorrect our roll. Alright, let's take a look at our orbit. Going strong. Alright, so this... we're gonna need to get this on the 55... sorry, the 45 degree mark. Alright, this is high atmosphere. Upper atmosphere, there we go. Log pressure data. Log temperature data. Crew report. I'm gonna reset the crew report. Oh, we have way too much height at the moment. Right, let's turn towards the horizon. Let's burn up this stage. So we still have another stage. Let's do a crew report from here, though. It's worth just a little bit more science. Alright, let's do the experiments here as well. Pressure data. Pressure data. Temperature and mystery goo. Alright, still have delta V left. Our periapsis. Not too bad. We're pushing the apoapsis right into the sky. This is going to be a very strange orbit. We're going to have to... Yeah, we're going to really have to go there. Alright, and now we turn prograde, burn up the periapsis. We're in orbit. It's a very strange orbit, but it will work. Achieve goal, complete, yep. Alrighty. Now, let's see where we are. Are we now in high over Kerbin? This is 7.5 science. This is even better. Yep. We'll take it. Alright, so now we need to go back to the good old Kerbin. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to here. And we're going to drop our periapsis to just about 50. There we go. We're going to burn... we're going to eject it anti-radially. There we go. And in this case, I'm going to orient ourselves this way already. I'm going to quick warp. There we go. Now, this is just a matter of trying to survive. Alright, we'll orient this way. And we'll give it a free fall, free ride, whatever you want to call it. There we go. Right, quickly corrects our roll. Yep, and back into fast forwarding. Alright, let's quick save, because we are right now surviving this. Alright, so we're slowing down, but not as fast anymore. I think we're about to hit... Oh, we're even going back up again. We're going back up again. Our apoapsis, however, is dropping fast. I don't think it will stay that way. I don't think we'll make it. I don't think we'll make it back to... Alright. Looks like something strange is happening. No, the apoapsis is still dropping. Yeah, it's still dropping. Get it below below 70 and we're golden. Well, I believe that our ablator has took a... Yeah, our ablator took a big hit. Speed record. That's nice. Alright, our apoapsis still not below 70, so we're gonna do another loop around around the planet. Yeah, it would have been just above the space center as well. If we just dropped this to 0 and landed here, that would be great. But sadly, the truth is different than we would expect. We're going back into space, and there's nothing we can do about it. We're gonna go another round. There we go. Free ride. Come on and get a free ride. Alrighty, coming back down. Alright, so let's try not to be dependent on the ablator. Because we don't have a lot anymore. Excuse me. Alright. Right, so a bit of burning there. It's burning on these goo containers, of course. So what you can do, if you really want to avoid this, I believe that you can angle yourself in a way yeah, so you can try and balance the heating from one to another. It's not really the best, but I think, oh, still, just about enough. 40 ablator, just about enough. I even think that for low orbits like this, that the pod itself will be very capable of surviving. You don't really need a heat shield on it. I think it will do just fine. Alrighty. We're landing here. Coming to a landing. Right. Very sorry about the time of day. It's very late. Alright, so at 5,000 from the ground, I'm gonna pop the chute. We're gently gonna be put down. So you can jettison the heat shield. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna bring back everything we can about this pod. Alrighty, let's EVA. Let's take all the data. Let's take and take. Let's B right back in, and let's do a crew report from where we are. I will also do an EVA report from where we are. Let's take and let's store it right back in. Now I'm gonna do something which is a bit strange. Right, so I'm gonna go on the ground and I'm gonna grab my jetpack. I'm gonna try and jump. But as I do, I'm gonna try to get the flying EVA report. Flying over Cohen's grasslands, look. So you can get flying as long as you have the jetpack on. There we go. Board and recover. First orbit. Done it. Next. Now that's a nice deck of science right there. We're going to upgrade the VAB. Vehicle assembly is now upgraded. What we really want to do, administration building, is to get either the fundraising. You can't really see how much rep you got. Or are we going to go for the science? I think science is a lot more interesting than funds in career mode. Or is it? No, you know what? For the first one, I'm going to go for a fundraising campaign. I want 1,000 something for every unit of reputation I would have gotten. Great. Yes. Great job. We're gonna upgrade the astronaut complex for EVAs. Mission control is already upgraded. We have upgraded launch pad, vehicle assembly, mission control, and the astronaut complex. We need this for 150. Let's go into our science R&D station. We'll get the extra science bits, and we'll get general rocketry, advanced rocketry, yes. And now I really want fuel systems. But fuel systems is a bit too expensive to get at the moment. So we're gonna have to wait. Propulsion systems. This one's really nice. Really nice, small. Let's see. This is the Baguette external tank. Look at this. This part actually won a modern art design prize. Oh, that's great. And a liquid fuel engine called Spark. All right. Aviation gets us a lot of engines as well. Juno and let's see. Juno is, I believe, very small. Where is the? Yeah, it's a 0.65 625 meters part. So there you go. Not too big. That's fine. We can still have some science put into crew cabins, and the stability enhancer, which is really nice. We can get the Rocco Max brand adapter if we ever go with bigger rockets. We can have a really big rocket to bring up a very small rocket. I think that's fine. Flight control, reaction wheels, and Delta Deluxe winglets. I think this will get my priority this time. So we can deliver stable. Alright, explore Kerbin. Spacewalk in orbit of Kerbin. Alright, spacewalk. Sure, let's do a spacewalk. Let's see. This is all stuff. Test the flea, rocket in Kerbin, orbiting Kerbin. So we need to get a flea up there. Suborbital trajectory over Kerbin. Test the swivel. Test through staging. Right, so that means our upper stage needs to be replaced with a swivel. That's fine. Test the thumper in flight over Kerbin. That's really shitty. This. Get it. Haul a booster into flight above Kerbin. Again, very high altitude, very low speed. Not gonna do it. Let's see. Test radial mount parachute in flight over Kerbin. Yeah, I don't know. I've got some contracts to work with. I'm fine. Alright, so this required this to be a swivel, and I don't mind this being a swivel. It would be nicer if it was a terrier, of course. But for now, this will do. Let's get Valentina on the job for once, so she can level up as well. This is still the test egg. Do we want the extra science on board? Yes, we probably will do. Okay, so what if we bring no. What if we bring Bob instead? Bob the scientist. And Bob can then empty out this once we're in orbit. I don't think that's too bad. Alright, so would be a bit strange, right? I think these two need to blast at the same time. And then this to get rid of the tanks. Yep, and then this parachute. Alright, so if we're gonna do this, we're gonna want some radial parachutes on it as well. Or some drogues. Alright, so that's just to help with the deployment of main chutes. We're gonna put these up here. Yep. Alrighty. Ablator, I think 40 ablator was fine. Alrighty, let's save, let's launch. Alright, so Bob has a bit of a problem. Bob does not have SAS. He cannot stay stable. But we're going to try and help him with that. We're going to fly by the seat of our pants, as they call it. Alright, let's go straight up for as far as we can, and then just tip over just a bit. Gravity will also keep us quite a bit steady, and these wings, they really help. Alright, here we go. Oh, and that's not good. Alright, revert flight to vehicle assembly. Yeah, I think we need SAS for this. We'll get Bob on some missions as soon as we have a core, a flying core to put on top of him. Not this one. This one does not do anything for us. Yeah, let's get Val on the case. I should have also gotten rid of these and put some actual delta wings on it. That would be nice. Alrighty. Alright, that's better. Now we have this swivel. And we need to test the swivel on a suborbital trajectory between 170 and 180. It's very specific. Okay. We're gonna burn this up, this stage. We're gonna go really high. Alright, burn it up. That will do. Now, I'm gonna manually decouple this. Manually decouple because I want to activate this through staging at the right time. I am on a suborbital trajectory. In the meantime, hello. Let's see, temperature. We've got this. I think we've got most of this. A little bit of extra mystery goo, that's fine. We'll do this once we're at the highest point. Let's do a spacewalk. EVA. From space above Kerbin's water. Now that's nice. Crew report is just space near Kerbin. That's nice as well. We'll get the crew report out of here. And we'll do another EVA report. Kerbin's water again. This means we have double experiments. That's fine. Alright, so this we'll do at the highest point. Which, if we take a look, it's going to be right about there. We're approaching that place. So let's throttle down so we can run the test. Oh, hello. We'll throttle down so we can run the test as soon as this all gives us green light. And you know what? Yeah, let's just throttle up because we want to circularize anyway. And then we observe the materials bay, which is just space around Kerbin. I mean, we're not going too high, so... Alright, let's test. That's done. We've tested the swivel. Now, this is by far not the best engine to take. We would much rather take a Terrier. But this was part of the contract, so... Here we go. I don't know if we can circularize with this rocket. It's going to be quite a thing. I think we have a thimble of fuel left. We're not going to make it. Alright, let's close the doors. Let's do a space near Kerbin. Yeah, we're not going high enough. But we might be going higher still. We're still rising. And our apoapsis. Yeah, we've done this very inefficiently. We could have orbited. No problem. You know what? I'm really inclined to revert. Yep. I'm gonna revert. I'm gonna do it proper. We want Val to get the experience as well. Alright, let's try and keep it steady. It's very difficult with these forces working against us. Alright, let's get this stage up to right about there. That's fine. Yep, it's gonna go over just... Oh shit, hello. Wrong button. Tiffany. Jesus, Tiffany Christ. If someone were to make a compilation of this, and that someone's probably gonna have to be me, they would see how I would do this first time round. With no problems at all. Alright, let's put it on the 45-degree angle. On the 90-degree heading. I think that's just about as perfect as I can get it. Yeah, heading 90, 91. Sort of floating in between it. No, I need to go higher. We need to go higher. Yeah, that works. Great. Alright. Now let's point horizon grade. Here we go. We have science to do. EVA reports. There we go. Kerbin's waters. Store experiments. Sure. Crew reports from the lower science. We observe the materials bay. And we get one of these mystery goos. Alright, let's close these doors. Let's EVA again. Let's get all the data. Let's take another EVA report. Still water. Yep. So we want to dump it. That's fine. Now, let's turn on SAS. Let's go to the horizon. Let's go this away. We have... we want to test this swivel. And by testing it... Oh, it says actually run test. So we can activate the engine. Lurkaroo! Hello, Najad. Alright, contract's done. So, 170. At 170, we will activate this engine. Try and circularize it. Alright, that's it. Test complete. Alright, another contract. There we go. Alright, so let's take a look at the orbit we have. It's not very pretty. Let's pump some gas into it. Pump some fuel into it, right? Alright, so point to the horizon. Go close to the apoapsis. Very close even in this case. We need to gain a lot of speed. We need to gain a lot of speed. We want to be sure we're as close to the apoapsis as possible while still not being caught up by it. So this is quite safe. Alright, so this is going well. Now I believe I've been a bit late with this because time to apoapsis is probably going to be very unstable. Alright, so this... Oh, we're in orbit. Alright, so same rocket, but we did it this time. So it's all about how you fly, right? Alright, let's take a look at the crew report. Still space near Kerbin. Alright, so that doesn't change. Take all data, sure. Let's do an EVA report from here. Kerbin's water, we already have Kerbin's water. Yep, double experiments. Alrighty. So we did one of those. We're still in space, I guess. So this will probably do the same thing. Log pressure, log temperature. Yeah, alright. So that's all fine and dandy. Let's review this data. This is what we have. Yeah, we have this twice. So let's just get rid of that. And this is space near Kerbin because it's at the moment the most that we can keep. Alright. Val, you want to try again? Let's see what you can come up with. Are we above something now? Kerbin's water still. Alright, you like flying above the water, right? Yep. Alright, we're going to turn retrograde. We're going to turn retrograde and we're going to see our periapsis right here. We're going to see that drop to about 50. Oh, that's low enough. Yeah, that will be quite the re-entry. We'll turn it up and we'll pop it off. Blink. And this spacecraft will all of a sudden be very, very, very easy to control. Alright. Now, one thing left to do, and that's crash. Crash right into the Earth. Right into Kerbin. Sorry, this is not Earth. This is Kerbin. Whoop. Alright, let's turn it around this way. Let's go for a nice 4 times speed up. Ooh, alrighty. Alright, I think we're better off doing these experiments in a service bay, so they cannot possibly burn up during descent. But our ablator is taking care of business. Taking care of business. It's just gonna go a bit strange. Bit wonky. A bit wobbly. Is this still upper atmosphere? Yep, we already have that. Do we have a temperature from there? Yep, alright. Do we have a crew report from there? No! We'll keep it. That's something at least. I would love to do an EVA here, but I think that would be suicide. So let's not. Well, there's a large ocean right here. We'll still going strong, still going fast. Alright, we're catching some wind now. Let's wait until we drop. Alright, so quick saving just for a second, because I want to see if the 2,500 rule still gives. Do note I have 3 parachutes. Alright, so that's a lot of G-forces, but it does survive. It can lay sideways. That's good. I think that's good. So it doesn't have to land on the ablator, it can land on the side. Alright, and now a big shark comes and fishes us up, and that's it. End of game. Whew. Yeah, nothing but yeah, so this might be a bit too much regarding the parachutes. I'm gonna cut 2 parachutes. There we go. Yeah, this is still... Oh, this might be a bit too fast. Flying at Kerbal. Yeah, we've got that. We're in the water. Splashdown. We have 1 splashdown already. That's fine. Hello. Take data. EVA report. Kerbal's water. We have this. Alright, so what about let go? And we'll EVA from Kerbal's water. Apparently we didn't have that one yet. Let's store. Oh god. Alright, we made it. Now let's open up the jetpack and try and fly. Flying over Kerbal's water, yes sir. Alright, so EVA reports. They are the most valuable players in this game. Let's see. Another crew. We did splashdown. Alright, cool. Science! We did a lot of science. A lot of funds as well. Val is now level 1. Explore the Mun. Let's take it for the advance that we get. We also have still test decoupler at launch site. Really? Which decoupler is it? This one, the biggie. Okay. We did it! Fucking love it. Alright, another contract done. We did a very, very hard contract there. Active, explore the Mun. We'll get to that in a second. Let's see. Test the Flea solid fuel booster orbiting Kerbin. Yeah, so what you can do is you can actually put a Flea on the side of your ship and just launch it like a rocket, like a guided missile. Except it's not guided and it's going to probably hit some poor alien. These are very... I really hate these. End of story. I don't like conduct-focused anything. So I'm going to cancel this. And this. And this. And this. This also... I'm going to... Alright, tourists. Let's do tourists. Orbit Kerbin. I like it. Drogue shoots in flight. We'll get some drogue shoots in flight. I think that's... and radial parachutes in flight. Alright. Test another decoupler at the launch site. That's fine. Whole parachute in flight. M16XL. Alright, so we need to haul one of these parachutes. Alright, we're going to try to get some of these done. We're going to make a nice test egg. Alright, so utility. So this is the XL parachute. We're going to take that instead of the other one. Alright, so Kerbin flying, low altitude, low speed. Alright, so that doesn't need to be too problematic at all. Now, drogue shoots. We can put some drogue shoots on here. Alright, a couple of drogue shoots, yeah. Fine. Couple of drogue shoots. Now we want these to probably not be all in the same staging, because these drogue shoots, I have to say, these need to go very, very early on. We can probably land just about anything with all these shoots on. So I don't know if we need a decoupler, but I'm gonna add at least a fuel tank, a biggie, 2 of them. I'm gonna add at least a swivel. You know, I'll take a swivel, and some delta. All right, so these winglets, these don't move, but these do, I believe. These do, yeah. I remember these from playing earlier. These do the moves, so that's good. Test decoupler at launch site. So we'll need the big decoupler again, and we'll test it. Alright, so we'll test these. Alright, so do we need the clamps? Structural coupling. Is it in utility? We don't have the clamps. Alright, that's a problem. That's a problem. Alrighty. I think we're about to go on a very interesting journey. Valentina on the test egg. This is going to be amazing. It's also going to be quite strange. Ticking all of these contracts at once is going to be very difficult. Alright, so let's decouple. That's tested. Alright, so we need the Mark 16 XL. Right, so these need to be all higher. So low speed, high altitude. Oh, this is now hauled, so this is fine. This can just yeah, this can just go. Alright, so this needs to be on the right speed to test the radial mount drogue chute. That's this one, this stage. Alright, so that's tested. I think there's only one we didn't test. That's because we were going too fast. Yeah, so the radial mount parachutes that we had here. That's the only test we didn't complete. Oh, we completed this one. Very happy about that. This stage will fly off somewhere. Just drop down. Please do not drop down back on important parts. It's fine. Alright, so this will have a lot of parts. Try and slow this down. Observe the materials page. While we're here, we might as well do some science, right? Some mystery goo. We logged the temperature flying over Kerbin's shores. That's new. Pressure data. We already have this. Alright, and then we just do some stuff while we landed. Yep. Great. Amazing. So now we just need to test the radial mount parachute. Test it while we're on a certain trajectory. That's fine. We'll take the entire rocket. If we carry this many parachutes, we'll carry the entire rocket. That's fine. This will get us a bit of cash though. Very nice. Come on. Yep, done it. Recover. Alright, 104 science. That means that we can unlock at least 2 of these, or we can unlock fuel systems. I'm gonna unlock fuel systems. That's gonna be interesting. Alright, 1 contract left for this. That is... well, multiple contracts left. This can go. I think we don't need to decouple this. And we'll just have all the parachutes on the same stage. So as soon as we have contract limitations done. Oh, it has something we don't have. Alright, let's put the normal parachute back on then. Sure, fine thing. Let's launch. And as soon as we get all the needed check marks for the contract, right, so it's low speed. So I guess we'll do a speed where we slowly but surely go up, like this. Look at this, perfect. Will take a while. You know what? We have a bit of leeway. All right, let's slow down because we're going too fast. $4,000 meters. Alright, that's it. Alright, last but not least, some mystery goo. There we go. Now it's a bit heavy, but we still have a bit of fuel. A very easy way to get over this is by waiting until we nearly hit the ground. Let's switch this to ground countdown. There we go. So this is either sea level or ground level. We'll turn on the engine just a little bit. And we'll have touchdown. Gentle, gentle touchdown. There we go. Recover it. Yes, sir. Alright, that's very nice. Let's take a look at mission control. Rovmax orbiting Kerbin. Alright, science data from around space around Kerbin. That's fine. And another VIP. Some measurements near some place. Alright, cool. We have fuel systems. We can now make just about anything we like, really. Let's upgrade this, and let's also upgrade the admin building as soon as we can. We can't yet. Let's see. EVA can collect surface samples. That's going to be big. Astronaut complex is already leveled up. We could upgrade the runway to make it at least the decent asphalt runway, because the other runway is actually bumpier than the area around it. You're better off landing in the grass. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, let's design an entirely new rocket, because we're going to make a hopper. We're going to make a space hopper. Let's see. So this is what needs to come back, but also we need to come back with some... Where is it? Utility? It is not in utility. Is it in science? No. Oh, don't tell me we can't do it yet. We can't take Kerbals with us yet. No. Alright. Well, in that case we're gonna open back up. Don't save. Open back up. Test egg. Load. Alright, so this test egg, we're gonna have this egg minus the infinite amount of chutes. We're gonna have this bad boy go to the moon. So what do we need for this? We're gonna probably need a heat shield underneath this. Thermal heat shield. We'll get some ablator off. 40%, that's fine. And we're gonna get then a decoupler. And this decoupler, this is gonna hold a rocket. Alright, so this stage, we want this stage to go up. We'll have this fuel tank powered by a Terrier. This is going to be what flies by the moon. This is not going to be a moon lander. That's going to be too crazy for now. We're going to have a moon lander soon, but not this one. Not now. Alright, so this decouples then this. We might want these on the same stage. Yeah, and this is just decoupling for when we get out of the sphere of influence. Alright, we're going to really want Bob to come along with this. But we still don't have any SAS capable parts. So we're just gonna do Jeb. Jeb, you're gonna be... No, you know what? Val. Val is gonna be the first Kerbal to see the moon up close. Alright, so what are we gonna do now? We could use solid rocket boosters, because why not? But why not do something more interesting for a change? We're gonna do something that is known as asparagus staging. Now, asparagus staging is a bit weird to explain, so let me start. Let me start with saying that we're going to have some radial decouplers. Let's say we'll have four radial decouplers, and we'll have some fuel on the side. I mean, this is nothing new yet, right? This is all stuff that you should be able to follow. We got some fuel. Well, now these fuel tanks are of course not for show. We're gonna put them up a bit higher, like this. We'll put some nose cones on it. Yeah, some Delta wings, Delta Deluxe winglets right here. And we'll put some engines underneath it. So some Reliance, for example. Now this all of a sudden has a very large amount of fuel. Now this will get us off the ground. This will help us steer. So we want this in the same stage. These are going to go, then this is going to go. Right. This is all fine and dandy. But these are going to be very heavy all the time. So what we want to do, in the thick of the atmosphere, we want fuel tanks. Here we go. In the thick of the atmosphere, we want these parts to be connected to here. Now, if we do it like this, there's going to be a very short tube in between. This means that this is going to get drained faster in order to keep the middle part full. Now, keeping the middle part full will be very nice because the middle part will then start as soon as these tanks are depleted. They will be cast off, and the middle part will still have all of its fuel. Now, this is no longer a test egg. This is going to be the MUN. This is going to be the MUN flying egg. MUN flying egg. There we go. Alright, so actions. We have action groups. There's nothing really that we want. Oh, you know what? We could have, if we turn on the brakes, because we don't really use brakes, we could say brakes will do 2 hot thermometer, log. It will also do log pressure data, and it will also do mystery goo. No, that's not very handy because it will do them all at the same time. Yeah, that's not very handy at all. Never mind, we'll do them by hand. Alright, so this has great potential for bringing us to the moon. We have a combined delta V of 4,571. Could we make this even bigger? Yes, of course. Of course we can make this even bigger. We could do it like this. Now this has, as you can see, for a lot more fuel, just a little bit more delta V. Is it worth it? Probably not. Is this going to get us a moon flyby? That depends, really. I don't really know. What's the thrust to weight on the first stage? We have, we want both engines at the same time here. 1.79. That's fine, actually. That's really fine. Yeah. All right. And this stage, then after this, will still be able to carry us. Now, this Terrier engine, very cute little Terrier, that will not be able to get us off the ground at all. But it will. Oh, this has actually less delta V because we have to haul so much more. Yeah. All right, I gotcha. I gotcha. We'll do it like this. Do we have the clamps? Payload, aerodynamic. Is it utility? No. Do we have the clamps at all? Nothing of the sort. What we will pack, however, is a couple of batteries. Because it's a very far journey. Very far journey. We'll also use the move tool to get this bad boy a bit further in. And these bad boys as well. We could even just glitch it all the way inside, but I want to be able to see it just a bit. Alright. One flying egg. Who's gonna go? Valentina, of course. Here we go. Godspeed, my son. We don't have the clamps. That's a problem. Alright, so the first things first. We need to get into a stable orbit. Stable orbit. Fly by the MUN. Sure thing, boss. Alright, so we have a lot of control thanks to the delta winglets. I feel like we should have put some on here as well. Alright, so now this This will go up, 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 up. As soon as we hit dark blue, we'll go to 45 degrees on the orbit. We can also just toggle follow prograde. I think that will do nicely. Alright, so now this rocket, this will go really fast. I'll slow down a bit because we're getting a lot of drag. We're faster than the speed of sound. You know what? No, we're just gonna bump over it. Alright, so this is slowly turning itself, so that's good. Our apoapsis is currently 20,000. And we're just gonna put it all the way up. Now, time to reach is also here. That's good. So we don't need the map view to actually calculate what we've got. That's really nice. We're going to go really fast through thick atmosphere, and this will considerably slow us down. All right. So now, some of these tanks will be entirely empty. So what's going to happen? Well, nothing at all really. This tank is also empty. What? No, it's not empty. We forgot to properly stage, so the entire thing was just a fluke. All right, that's it. We need to fix that. We need to fix that in the staging of the rockets because this needs to go. Yeah. Oh. So bad. Alright, that gives us a lot more delta V. Right, that's a lot better. I'm such a stoop. I'm such a stoop. Alright, let's go. Alright, so 5 tanks going at the same time then. I think that's a fair deal. 5 tanks going at the same time. Slowly go this way and turn on the retrograde button. Alright, now we should go really, really, really fast. So what I'm going to do... No, I'm going to keep it full throttle. Alright, we'll just stable SAS right here. Alright, so now 5 rockets are trying to push us up into the sky. Put a heading of 90 down, I think that's fair. Somewhere around 90 at least. And then just toggle ye old prograde button. Now we want to guide the prograde more towards the middle line, more towards heading 90. Right, so how's our orbit looking? We are currently going to the orbit, so let's flatten it out just a bit. Alright, very high orbit. That's not good. Oh god, that's not what I wanted to do, but as you can see, I will demonstrate it now. I just tossed some fuel. But this stage still has everything in it, so that's really good. Really good way of getting a nice early boost. Alright, so Valentina is in. We already have materials bay from this height. Yep, alright, so we're not going to do it. We're either going to do it at the moon, which is really nice. Let's see, we really need to circularize first. Alright, so this is now 30 seconds to apoapse. Do you see it at the bottom right of the screen? Bottom left, sorry. Time to reach. We need to get this. Alright, we're better off doing auto prograde. Alright, we're going to need a lot of fuel for this one. This stage could have been a Terrier, because we are in orbit by just the 4 boosters on the side. Right, heading 90, yep. Alright, I'm gonna circularize easy. And I'm gonna be perfectly on the equator, that's great. Right. Now let's give it a little touch. I'm gonna put it right around the 100-kilometer mark. You know what? I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna go to the 200-kilometer mark. Somewhere. I think this will do. Yes. All right. So now, here's the mun. Let's click on it and set its target. Now where do we want to start burning for the mun? So let's take a look at the top view. This is the North Pole of Kerbin. We will click on here. This is what upgrading the tracking station was for. We'll use scroll wheel to make precision maneuvers. Let's get it down just a thimble. Alright, so if we scroll wheel, we can see that we have a close encounter with the moon. This is indeed a flyby. It would be very nice if we could do an orbit as well. So where you do your flyby really helps. Really helps as well. Alright, so this will give us a mun periapsis. For 400 kilometers something. Let's see, that's no periapsis on the mun. That means we crash into it. That's a periapsis, 80 kilometers. Perfect. Alright. We have a node. Now, what does this mean? That means that in 19 minutes something, in something or other 19 minutes, we're going to have to burn 28 seconds in towards a certain target in order to do this maneuver. So we have right here, where the little blue arrow is, we have a target. There's also an anti-target, which is basically not very useful to us. Not at all. So it's dangerously close to the... I think it will be dangerously close to the prograde. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get it right in front of here. Yep. Alright, so it's not on the prograde per se. Alright, I will snap it here. Alright, so 28 seconds. Now, a funny thing about these maneuvers is they expect you to do the entire force needed for this burn in a second. Less than a second. They want you to do it instantly. But that's not possible. So you actually need to do a bit before and a bit after the maneuver. So let's go down to here. I think that's fine. I think we're going to go full throttle. Alright, I'm gonna get the speed out. I'm gonna need to adjust a bit. Now, timing is also very important. We also want to get this just right. Alright, we have an encounter with the mun. Alright, it says it's acceptable. Mun periapsis. I think that is acceptable indeed. Thank you, and good night. Heyo, Steel Swinger. Hello. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Alright, we are currently on our way. This little thimble of fuel we have left, I'm not going to bother with it. I'm going to... Oh, these stages are in whack. Out of whack, I should say. Alright. Pop it. We have a small rocket. There we go. Very small rocket left. This was almost out of fuel. This will crash probably into Kerbin again. Probably. Space around Kerbin. We need to do any old research. Log temperature. This is high over Kerbin, so this is actually what we want to read. Review data, keep it. And mystery goo. Bring it back home. Great. What's the mission plan, Chief? We are currently going on a flyby of Mun, and I think I've overpacked on the... I think we've overpacked. Let's see. How do we... Oh yeah, we double click. There we go. So this is the Mun. This is our Mun periapsis. Not too shabby. Let's see. If we use a thimble of fuel here... nothing happens really. Because, of course, our engine is not active, I think. There we go. Right, thimble of fuel. This is a lot cheaper than doing it while we're at the moon. Oh, we're getting all manner of encounters. We just want this. Perfect. I think this is still high moon space. Perfect equatorial. All right, let's do a little thing called warp here. And I believe now that backspace is to focus again on our craft. There we go, the Mun flying egg. We're losing signal. Alright, we're on. So how do I... I'm gonna have to look this up because, well... Wait! I'm waiting. Where is the key configuration? I am waiting. Meanwhile, I'll do some science. I think I'll do materials bay. 50 science. That's high over the Mun. Great. Don't forget high Mun orbit science. I'm doing that. Sure. All right. So mystery goo. High over the Mun. Now the only thing I'm gonna have to come back for is low orbit of Mun. Let's see, EVA report. We're gonna have to do low orbit of Mun for the... let's see, collect data. Yes, remove it. And close the door. I'm gonna collect everything. Remove data. And restore. Oh, I can't restore it because I'm not a scientist. Take. Collect. Remove. Right, store experiments. EVA report. I think we have a double one. Yeah, that's double. Alright. Cool. Let's turn retrograde because we're gonna... sorry for the question. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Can you tell me, please, what the key is to focus view on myself? I thought it was backspace, but it's not. No, before I want to go on, oh, we have a milestone again. Flyby of the Mun. Escaped gravitational influence of Kerbin. I'm gonna quickly look it up, so I'm gonna pause the game, which is very exciting for you guys to look at. Let's see. Also gonna click some things. And you might hear all manner of strange noises now, and that's fine. That's all fine. It's part of the plan. Alright. Kerbal Space Program. Reset. Focus. There we go. More people have tried to... Oh, back quote. Alright. Back quote. Right, that helps. Great stuff. Alright, let's get the chat back on screen. There we go. Hello, everyone. We have a very poor connection with Kerbin still, but that's fine. Because we are going to fly manually. We're going to have... Alright, so we're going to shoot out, right? We're going to shoot back out again. And we're going to reorbit and we're going to encounter the Mun again. So if we don't do anything, we'll have 2 Mun periapses. Periapsi? I don't know. So right now we have 6 orbits in play. I'm going to go with 3. I think this is enough orbits as is. Now this is a very high Kerbin apoaps, but I think we're going to let it happen because we have plenty of room to wiggle. And we can do a lot of science. Alright, so... But going in orbit around the Mun is also, I believe, a milestone that we don't have yet. Alright, so very low orbital speed. Yeah, you know what? You know what? We're gonna go... Alright, time to reach periapsis is 9 minutes. Hello, Mun. Do you do crew reports? Yes, I think we did. For high over the Mun. It says we don't, but I believe that if I pick it up, take data. Yeah, see, it's doubled. Alright. So let's go. Let's go to low lunar orbit, or Munnar orbit. Munar? Munar, yeah. Alright, so... I know how this goes, so I'm just gonna go retrograde. And they have an infinity million something altitude thing, so I'm just gonna start burning. Right, so now something's happening, which is good. We have an orbit around the Mun, and that's fine. I think I can live with it being very... No, I actually need to bring it down a bit. Alright, getting some cash for these milestones, that's great. I think we need to bring it down even a bit more because we want to have low orbit science, so... We want to go low above the moon, and I believe that if we go about 10k, we still won't hit any mountains, so to speak. I think 10k will be fine. You know what, if 10k is fine, then 20k is, of course, a safer option, right? I even think that we can land this and go back, but I'm not gonna risk it because we have no means. Or should we risk it and just deal with it? If it doesn't work, we'll have a rescue mission. I don't think I have the no, I don't think I have the science yet to space high over the Mun still. Alright. So 70k is considered high. The Mun periapsis, we're just gonna... Nah, don't land. Yeah, I agree. It's gonna be a bit tricky. You know, it's gonna be just a little bit tricky. Just a tad. Alright, we're gonna warp around the Mun. See... We can't go faster than this. It's better to be safe than sorry. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I've just come from a hard game. I've been playing hard mode for a while. We're you know what? We're gonna open the doors. Close the door. Oh, it's inoperable. We can't do it anymore. Yep. Alright. So, space near the mun. I like it. Pressure data. Space near the mun. Temperature. Space near the mun. EVA. Please. Take this data. Take. And take data. Now do an EVA report. Val, tell me about the Mun's Midlands. It's full of craters. Alright, cool. So yeah, I tried to do hard mode game, but I noticed that if I do hard mode, then I worry too much about my crafts and I try and build too lightly, and it's simply very annoying. So what I've done now is, let's see, we're going, if we look at the polar, we're going counterclockwise. We're going prograde around the moon because the moon also rotates this way. So from here we're going to start a maneuver. Next step will be to land on the moon. Yes, we're going to make a moon lander. Alright, let's... Oh, that's a very short burn in order to get back to Kerbin. This is a very high orbit still. We can do... I think we can do one better. Oh, this is so... ever so sensitive. I'm using the scroll wheel. Biome hopping on minimus. Yeah, biome hopping is of course very nice. Right, so that's... Oh, it's very... Oh, look, the mouse wheel up is just way more sensitive than mouse wheel down. Perhaps I do this and then up. Oh god. Just do this down, right? And periapsis, let's keep it. Keep it low. I want to be just around the 70 mark. I think that's... So it adjusts to... No, I think this is fine. I'll do it. I'll do it, damn it! Spacewalk in orbit of the Mun. Oh, look at us being so proud of ourselves. We're going places. And the next place is home. Alright, so let's keep an eye on the target. And we're gonna warp to maneuver. Is that still a thing? Cannot auto warp so far. Alright. Warp to the next maneuver. There it is. Biome hopping on minimus. Yeah, that would be something, right? Are you gonna aero brake? Well, we're gonna dip very, very closely into the atmosphere, which is probably not enough to aero brake, but we're gonna use the extreme amount of fuel that we have left to slow down as soon as we hit the atmosphere. We're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna slow down with the engine, indeed, because we have plenty of fuel. We have overpacked on this mission. We could have gone much lighter, but sadly I didn't think of that. Because I'm not very good at calculating my rockets. But now, the point is that this game gives you the delta V per stage. So if I just look at a delta V map, I should be able to figure it out, right? It's not that hard. It's not rocket science. Oh wait, it is. It is rocket science. Alright, so we'll do it halfway the burn time. Node in 10, we'll just throttle it up. Alright, and we'll slow it down for the last bits and pieces. Timing's not very important when coming down from the Mun. Going to the Mun, it's a bit more important. We need to correct, because this thing is right here. So what do you think about KSP 2? Yeah, people have been asking me. I really liked the trailer. Really loved it. Oh, perfect. On the nose. There we go. Yep, that's on the nose. We'll take it. Right, so let's take a look at what we have right now. We have... I think that's about perfect. Great stuff. Alright, let's point retrograde. And let's get the hell out of Dodge. So yeah, I guess everyone says this who still plays KSP. Everyone who still plays KSP is flipping excited for Kerbal Space Program 2. Alright, we'll just... The reason that I hop right down into the atmosphere is because if we hop down into the atmosphere, we'll automatically get out of fast warp. So I still haven't answered your question. Sorry. I really think KSP 2 looks amazing. I think they're going to incorporate a lot of mods. A lot of mods that really really helps KSP look great. They would be stupid if they didn't count on the modding community and what they've done so far to make the game look great. I am playing absolutely stock. I don't like installing mods in my games. It's just a personal pet peeve of mine. There we go. Slow it right down. And just get this right under 70. There we go. Alright, I don't think we're going to get it right under 70. Oh, that's a bit too much, actually. I want to be able to land at the Kerbal Space Center, so let's bring that right back up. I think this is going to be still going to be too wide, but I think we'll do. Right, so I just heard the door for a second, so if you'll excuse me, I'll be right back in a jiffy. Alrighty. So that was my wife coming home. And she says to give my regards to the moon. So, I don't know where you are. There you are. Right. How do I give my regards to the moon? Moon, thanks for letting us visit. Thanks for the memories. Right, I'm gonna point retrograde. We're gonna dip straight out the atmosphere and then back in at a respectable level. We still have a lot of fuel. I'm gonna get rid of it. Plop. Alright, there we go. You go a long way that way. Yep, we're gonna turn right this way. And we're gonna warp. Alright, Val. We're really gonna need the Probodobodine Octo so we can get a basic SAS module and send one of our scientists up. That would be the best. Alright, so I think we're gonna... Yeah, it's gonna be a dark landing. That's a shame. I always hate that because this game is not very bright and I don't think there is a setting for it. I don't think there is a setting for brightness at all. Nope. Alright. So, this should all go automatic. I can just press space now and it will deploy the parachute when it's ready, so we can just wait this out. There's nothing new here. We've done returns to Kerbin for a long time. But yeah, long story short, we used to play hard mode and we got wrecked. We got absolutely wrecked. We went bankrupt 2 times with dead Kerbals lying on the launch pad. And it was all my fault because I didn't plan my my rockets enough. I didn't really plan it at all. I didn't plan it. Sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna keep playing Kerbal Space Program, but on easy mode. I'm gonna learn the game again, and as soon as we hit this level of confidence where I can build a rocket and we have plenty of funds and whatever, then we can switch to hard mode if we'd like. We can switch then to hard mode. I believe you can just change the difficulty on the fly. No, you can't change the difficulty on the fly. There's some elements that are... Alright, some elements that we can change on the fly. But yeah... I'm gonna order myself a pizza. Talking about science. Well, that's ever so coincidental because my wife just took home a couple of pizzas, and I'm like, yeah, pop mine into the oven when when I'm done. And she's like, oh, I'm hungry. I'm hungry right now. I'm gonna eat one right now. All right. So, so yeah, we're having pizza as well. I think pizza is the space engineer food of the current age. Alright, so this is fine. We're not burning up. Yeah. No need for this anymore. Ablator is doing just fine. We have plenty of electric charge. I don't know what I was thinking. Packing more batteries. We have currently a lot of cash. And we're going to get even more when we get back. And also science is going to be through the roof. Science is going to be through the roof. We'll turn off SAS. Oh, we just missed this little petite island right here. Is it worth... Oh god, we're about to land on a cliff. That's never good. I'm gonna turn on SAS. And let's hope the parachute... what pizza you got yourself? Pepperoni, of course. Nothing wrong with a bit of salami or pepperoni. Alright, so this is a bit bad. Because we really want to keep all of this. Alright, so it's slowly, thanks to the chute, it's very slowly dropping off the cliff. Because the chute is still intact because we haven't stopped falling. Oh god, no. It just occurred to me that this texture is really low res. Alright, so there's no recover option just yet. No, you have to be completely standing still. Oh god, no! That was just the science bay. Good old thick margarita, yes sir. The science bay just exploded, but as you may remember, we collected all the science. We're gonna slow it down. No. Speeding up time is never a good thing. This game. This has been one of the worst places to land in the history of man. Alright, this will give us some service speed at least. Everybody go surfing. Surfing USA. Oh my god. Be right back. Alrighty. Don't be long. I say don't be long, but this might take a while. Luckily we took all the science from the pods. We took it all onto our little spacecraft. Alright, we're at sea level. This is where we finally get tasty, tasty science. Recovered! Yes! That's a lot of science. A lot of science. We're gonna unlock general construction and aviation. We're gonna unlock the heavy rocketry. We know. Propulsion systems. We could make some really tiny things. No. First thing ever is the Probodobodyne Octo. Miniaturization. Exploration. A hitchhiker storage container. Yes, please. And then we are broke. We're science broke. Alright, so this vessel that we used, we can now put Bob in it and put a different core on top. So what we can do is we can get rid of this and we can put the Octo on it. Now we might also want some utility on it, so we can get rid of these batteries, right? Because why batteries? And we'll just get some photovoltaic panels on it. Aim them like this. Alright, now we can put the science next to the hatch. I believe that these only contribute to mass and not to center of mass or aerodynamic overlay. So if we take these off, right, and we put this back on, I don't think anything changed. Yeah, so we can put these here, I believe. I think that's still a perfectly valid, safe thing to do. Or just put them on the probe itself. Yeah? Why not? Put them there. Right, now these two goo containers can go a bit more up. And we have a rechargeable battery. We don't want this. I think we have enough battery power in the pod itself. Let's see how is electric storage? 50. Sure. All right, back with my pizza. Alrighty, we're about to do some heavy stuff. So we've got the Octo core, which has a bit of electric charge, by the way. I didn't know that. Hibernation, off or on. I believe that if we go into some different settings later, that we can turn it on to forever off, or off when fast traveling, warping, I should say. All right, so these can be embedded just a bit more. That's fine. All right, so this is going to be the upper stage. Now, what do we want to do with this upper stage? I think we want to make it into a bit of a lander. But if we want to make this into a lander, we would probably do with getting a smaller rocket. Alright, so let's zoom out just a bit. If this is going to be our lander, we're gonna need something like this. We're gonna need some nose cones on it. And we're gonna need the engine. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. I'm gonna make a standard tall one first. So we figured that this was way too much fuel. Well, if we want to do some maneuvers on or at the moon, then it's probably just about enough. We've got 4 of these bad boy boosters, and we're gonna go and... How do we want to do this? That's the question now, isn't it? I mean, what we could do... by the way, Steel Swinger, enjoy your pizza. I know what we can do. We can have smaller fuel tanks. And just have something like this. Now this is probably going to be overkill, but hear me out. Aerodynamics. Thanks, man. Same to you. Oh, I will do in a sec. Alright, so what if we bring a lot more fuel and a lot more stability? I'm looking for oh, of course, fuel tanks. I'm looking for this. This didn't work for some reason. Nope, that doesn't work. Alright, we're gonna have to do it a bit shorter, a bit closer to home. Yep. Alright, so this egg stage, how is it? It's not too bad. I think the side tanks should detach. Yeah, but I'm trying to... could save some weight, that's absolutely true. If this is all gone, then it's... let's see. This is 5.5 tons. And without them, it's going to be 4. Yeah, it saves about a ton. The point is, I'm trying to use these as a landing gear. See where I'm going with this? Oh, this will clip. That's not good. I want to try and land on these nose cones. How is how is the shock absorption of one of these? Tolerance 10. That's better than, that's actually better than these micro landing struts, which is oh, also 10. So I can just land on these. So yeah, that's my point. I'm trying to land on this. You know, I could have them detach once I've landed and I'm going back up. Then I could detach them. Sure. I think that's a good one. You can use the side tanks until you land, yes. And then we just get rid of the side tanks. Alright, so now it's landing on the engine, which is not the best. Just drag them down a bit. Yes, that's it. Great. now this is something else. Contract completed. Space around Kerbin, sure. And we've got a couple of things done. Yep, great. This, then this. Yep, and this. No, this should not. This and this should go at the same time, and then this should go into a new stage. So this is for the detachment of the tanks. And then we should have this detach the fuel tank and the rocket as soon as that's done. Alright, this is all very experimental. This is the Mun Science egg. Save it. Let's put Bob. Let's put Bob Kerman into it. Oh, we should really do something for these tourists too, huh? Yeah, they are waiting for a trip. They're waiting for the trip. Should we take? No, we shouldn't take them to the moon. That's a bad idea. Very bad idea. All right, let's. Can we save? I think we can still. Sub-assemblies. Yep, we're gonna make this into a sub-assembly. This is gonna be my this is gonna be my stage stage lifter. Bam. Alright, so this stage lifter, that will do. We will not use solid rocket boosters anymore. And then this is going to be sub-assembly the Moonlander. We're not going to save one of these because this is subject to change. But these guys will have to wait. I wonder when this... We need 3 dudes. 3 dudes around. Yeah, I'm gonna save it and start a new rocket. And I'm gonna start with a Mark 1 command pod. But I'm gonna put them to the test. Alright, utility. We could all put them in here. But that's a big can. Also just say, you know what? Let's do it like this. We'll put a aerodynamics, no, thermal, yes. Heat shield underneath it. Heat shield will need about 4 deablator, yeah, sure, easy enough. Alright, so, what else do we need? We're gonna need a decoupler. Decoupler. We're gonna need some parachutes, of course, yeah. Alright, we're also gonna need some form... I think 4 of these photovoltaic panels will do just fine. No monopropellant. Alrighty, and now we just need to get this into orbit. Now, is this sub-assembly, is this stage lifter, enough to put us into orbit? I think it just about is. I think it's very capable of putting us into orbit. I think this is too capable of pulling us into orbit. I think we should have a cheaper version of it. So this is the cheap version then. That will not take us into orbit. Alright. Good to know. So we'll just use the big old stage lifter then. It also becomes very expensive all of a sudden. Yeah. Oh, this still says it's enough. Yeah, I'll believe it. I'll believe it. Sure. So stage 0, we do. So yeah, I think this is as simple as that. It just is. So this will be no, not the not this one. We just do it from here. Yep, thanks. So this is oh, come on. Stage lifter baby. Nothing to see here, baby. Save it. Alright, cool. We will rock you. Structural. This time, let's put some things on it. Let's make it happen. What did I do wrong? There we go. Alright, so this goes on the bottom stage. Yeah, actually, if we want to go to the sub-assemblies, we want to include these. So this, from here on out, is a sub-assembly. And we can click this. Not now. All right. So this is going to be stage lifter 2 times. We'll just call it 2 times. Lifting is easy. There we go. Plop it on. All right. So this is the tourist egg. I think the tourist egg will do just about fine. Just putting some dudes into Kerbal orbit. We'll have someone in the pilot seat. This guy's gonna pay a lot. This guy's gonna pay a lot. He's gonna get to the pilot seat. Right. So this will pop. We'll have a lot of Delta V left. Pop. Sounds easy, right? Let's test it out. Let's put some Kerbals into orbit. So the main thing about hard mode was you get a lot less science. It's 60% science and 60% funds and whatnot. Which is not too bad considering. Alright, here we go. It's not too bad considering, but the problem is that we didn't advance quick enough to actually do things like go to the Mun. And we've been playing for 2 hours and we've been to the Mun and back. So yeah, I think there is certainly I think hard mode will be very enjoyable for some people. To me, not reverting and getting less stuff done and needing to do more grinding. Talking about hard career mode, you just started a hard save. Alright, well, good luck to you, friend. Good luck to you. I can attest to it not being very easy. It's going to be a challenge. But hey, that's what you want, right? You want the challenge. Right, so this one guy is sitting in the actual cockpit and he's like having a great time. Right, let's get rid of these rockets. Let's try and stabilize it. Alright, we're gonna go up. Up, up, up. And we're gonna orbit. Now, the only thing the SAS module on the octo-core does not have is it does not know how to whoa, there we go. It does not know how to stay prograde or stay retrograde, so that's a bit of a bummer. Nothing too bad though. I mean, nothing we can't fix ourselves. Yeah, 3 3 mystery goo containers, a crew report, 30 science. Yep, that's the thing. It's very slow progression, and slow progression is fine in games where you can do a little bit of farming, so to speak. But in this game, once you got all the science, it's gone. You're gonna have to use science labs and sell science for money, stuff like that, or sell reputation for science, or get science by spending money, that sort of stuff. But that's not early game. That's not early game at all. So I think hard mode is very unforgiving, bit infuriating, and if it were up to me, I wouldn't really play it. No, I've seen my share of hard mode, and it's not for me. I would rather just play easy, where I can just revert things if things go wrong, and replan my rocket. You also have to buy every part you research. Yes, that's true. Just to add to the... oh god, we're past the apoapsis. We're gonna have to make quick maneuvers here. Luckily we have plenty of Delta V. Plenty of fuel left to circularize. Alright, we have something that we can call an orbit. We have 3 little Kerbals happy. I love that they've added this to the base game now, so you can see your time to apoaps and whatever. Means you can fly this. You can fly in this game without ever having to spend a second in map mode. If you don't want, you don't have to fly in map mode. Alright, let's burn it down to 50. Yeah, 50 is fine. Let's do a loop-de-loop. I do have a little bit of a fear that I haven't put enough parachutes on it. We'll have to see, I guess. I guess we'll just have to see. Alright, so let's put SAS on this away. And let's time warp. Yep. Oh, Mazur cannot do a crew report, of course. Yeah. It is to be expected. He is but a tourist. Alright, so only 1 parachute. We might have wanted to pack a couple more. But we'll see. We'll see. It's probably gonna be a tough landing. Probably not gonna be impossible. Especially when we hit water. Which is, in Kerbal Space Program, almost everything. Alright, let's turn off the SAS assist. So we'll just wobble a bit. There we go. So what if we could skip this continent, right? I'm gonna also deploy the parachute early. So there's no mistake. Would be nice if we could skip this continent and just... I see the shoreline. I'm going fast. Going very fast. Ablator is almost all gone. Might have been a bit too shallow of a re-entry. All of the ablator is gone. We're not gonna skip the continent. Parachutes out. Now let's see. Where do we land? And how? I'll take it. I'll take it. 20 meters per second impact. The only thing that blew up is our heat shield. The heat shield, by the way, which wasn't supposed to work anyway because all of the ablator was gone. I might be kind of cheating because I got 2 mods and include new parts. Well, I don't care. If you want to... oh, explore Kerbin. Rendezvous capabilities. Park 2 vessels next to each other around Kerbin. What could possibly go wrong? I'll take it. This might be time to get some satellites in. And we'll take a VIP. We'll take a tourist. Rescue Jeffdal. Rescue Seoul. Ferry 4 tourists. That is 4 tourists at the same time. Surface of the Mun. I'll take it. Orbit around the Mun. Well, no. So this will give us significant amounts of cash. Oh yeah, that's quite significant. Speaking of significant amounts of cash, let's go to the admin building, upgrade it. Spaceplane hangar, upgrade it. Research and development. Have we anything to upgrade yet? Nope. Mission control, how are you doing? Can you be upgraded still? Nope. Active contracts, unlimited flight planning available. Flight planning is already available. Alright. Admin building, we can now also say, you know what? I don't really need all the rep. I will use some reputation for science gains. Oh, not more than 60% commitment. I'll put in 50% commitment on this. No refunds, yes. And the fundraising campaign. I will cancel this strategy. I will start a new one, also on 50%. What? Conflicting strategies are active. How is this conflicting? Takes 50% of reputation gains. Yields 1 science for every 2.3 reputation. Well, that's what we did, right? Outsourced R&D. Takes funds income. Not enough funds. Alright, so that's the thing. Let's see. Funds over launch costs and R&D purchases. Funds off of facility repair and construction. Minus reputation on discounts. So this is interesting. Minimum vessel recovery. So it doesn't really matter where you land so much. But I believe that getting science is better than getting a bit more funds. I think funds are not very important anymore after you upgrade all the buildings. We've already upgraded everything almost once, except for this one. This one, we definitely need this one before we can go further. So, let's go into here. We have contract parameters complete. Alright. Orbit around Kerbin. Oh, we still have a couple of tourists that want to... Oh, one of them wants to fly by the Mun. Seriously, did we accept that? Alright, fly by the Mun. Fly me to the Mun. Alright. We'll make this a Mun rocket then. I guess. I guess we'll make it a mun rocket. We'll just put one tank on it. One big old fuel tank. No, a small old fuel tank. And we'll just put a terrier on it. If you like it, then you should have put a terrier on it. Alright, so these guys definitely want to go to the mun. Alright, we'll do it. We'll do it, we'll try it at least. On the tourist egg. Will get us a long way. Alright. Transmit all recovered scientific data from the service of the mun. Surface of the mun. That's not... We're not going to go to the service. That's not this mission. Alright, time to fly some tourists to the mun. This is insane. Alright, heading 90. We're doing very well. So I've seen people using things like smart ASS, smart ass, to have a perfect heading, perfect navigation, perfect ball, perfect ascent, stuff like that. I think there is some virtue in flying manually. I think there is some virtue in it, but then again, flying manually is just a thing you can learn, and it will eventually become a chore for everyone who does it. So I'm not judging people who use smart ass. I wouldn't dare. Alright, so that's 2 of them gone. Now we flatten our trajectory. Alright, so that's just around 80 kilometers. And we're gonna point horizonwards, and we're just gonna warp. Warp, 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 warp. Gonna do a warp, 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 warp. Alright, here we are. Let's burn to the horizon. They want a flyby of the mun. They can have it. I still forgot to pack. Yeah, I'm gonna revert. I'm very sorry. Revert to vehicle assembly. I forgot to pack parachutes again. Last time we nearly died and I just forgot to put them back on again. I am such a klutz. There we go. Now, would we also like, this is something I've been wondering, if we put some Delta Deluxe winglets on this, like 4 of them, and just flip them around. Would this help during the descent again? Good ideas for a name for my first orbiter. First orbiter. You know, you could call it the arbiter. Like from Halo, you know that guy still. We could put some winglets on this, facing this way. That would be interesting, to say the least. It would really help with our descent, I guess, but You know, it gives it the dart. You know what? Flip it. We're crazy. We're gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. It's gonna be ugly, but it's gonna be nice on the way back. All right, we have 2. Yeah, look, going straight up. A lot more control. Well, I say that. I say a lot more control, but these, of course, these actually rotate. We don't want them rotating, we just want them to be there for the way back. Well, you know what? Flip this. Sod it. We're gonna go like we've gone before. It's also worker in German, yeah. Arbeiter. And my space program is of an Eastern Bloc country. Yeah, well, it's your first workhorse, so to say. It's your first, yeah, your first Arbeiter. Yeah, I like it. I think it fits very well with your theme as well. If you want to continue that theme, I mean, I'm not a native German speaker. I live in the Netherlands, but let's see. Generic name, Hirska. Glory to Arstotzka. What was it again from that weird little game, Papers, Please? Arstotzka, I believe. Yeah, something alike. I think that game is still weird, but it's cool. Alrighty. Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird to play, but it really, yeah, it just captured me or something. I don't know. Oh, we're past the 70-kilometer mark. We're gonna shoot some tourists to the moon. You know what? We might never pick them up again. Because I don't know how much fuel I'm packing and if it's enough. 3,800 meters per second still. A lot of that is the Terrier. And the Terrier is very... how do you say it? It's very effective in a full vacuum. So... I'm gonna make some orbital velocity here, early on. With Amsterdam a couple of... Yeah, I live in the Netherlands. I do not live in Amsterdam. I live on the other side of the Netherlands. But yeah, it's cool. Certainly cool. I really like the Netherlands to live in, but then again, I can say that because I live here. And I have experience living here. But it's not too shabby. We've got a nice little country. Sorry, still watching my figures on the right. But yeah, Amsterdam's really nice, cool place indeed. A very cool place indeed. Alright, 4 seconds to apoapse. We need to turn this baby around. Not fall. We were too shallow, too straight up for the descent, that's for sure. For the ascent, I mean. We're not descending, we're ascending. So this is costing us a lot of fuel, but we still have quite a bit left in the tank. The other tank, that is. Alright, so we're gonna pump this apoapsis up. Just over 70. And I will like it. There we go. Now, as soon as we hit... you know what? Oh, we have, of course, the 3 guys. 2 guys, sorry, in... Alright, we're gonna first warp to Apoap's. We're gonna get rid of the last bit of fuel by blasting towards the sun. The sun, yeah. Let's go to the sun, everyone. I think that's a good place to go, yeah? Alright, set as target. Now, Apoap's might not even be the worst place to burn at. Yeah, it is. Alright, we're gonna up... You know what? We're just gonna stage it. Alright, and we're just gonna go on this. Now, let's add the maneuver. Add a maneuver. I think this is about... I think this is 3 o'clock of the mun. Yes, it is, but not quite well enough. Alright, so this is closest approach. This is an approach. Alright. We have targets, and it's in 1 minute. So on a node is in 1 minute, and we have a burn time of just over 1 minute. Alright. I think we can do it. I think we can do it just fine. Alright, so at 30 seconds... we'll full blast. Oh god, that went well. Alright, so the oh god, this is one piece. My god, we're gonna have trouble bringing this back. We're gonna have a lot of trouble bringing this back. That's fine. I can live with that. I can live with it being a lot of trouble. Orbit around Kerbin, complete. Alright, so this VIP is getting a lot more for the money than they've asked for. That's fine. That is fine. We aim to please. So we just blew up a thing. We didn't mean to blow up, but it blew up. Alright, let's get rid of this and let's just do it by looking at it now. Closest approach. This is technically a flyby of the mun. We'll do it because I'm not really sure how well this is going to go. Alright, I'm gonna go and warp here. Alright everyone, have a good look around. We're gonna quickly tilt them on the right side. Alright everyone. There is the mun. The sun is right in front of it. This is not the best sight. Fly by the mun complete. Alright, did I complete everything? You completed. Oh, this guy actually wants to orbit around the mun. Flippin' heck. Alright, we're gonna try. We're gonna try. This guy actually wants to orbit around the mun. That's going to be difficult. Difficult to say the least. I think it's going to be nigh impossible. If I knew that, I would have fixed my approach. Alright, retrograde. We have fuel. I hope it's enough. I think it is enough. We'll just, no, not add a maneuver. Alright, so this is an orbit. You'll have to live with it. Oh god. Alright, and now let's go on an escape journey again. Luckily that's very easy to do. Then we are back in Kerbal Periapsis. Alright. Everyone happy? Right, let's go. Apoaps. We're gonna try and use our fuel. A little bit inefficient. We're gonna try and get this Periapsis down. A little bit inefficient. Alright, and I'm gonna do the same trick again. I'm gonna go right to under 60. No, right to 60, yeah. I'm gonna go right to just about 60 kilometers. Alright, here we go. Closing in. Alright, 60 kilometers. Now, this is not enough to capture you, but we're gonna go and burn off the remainder of our fuel while we're in orbit. Alright, and we're gonna watch our apoapsis. Our apoapsis needs to get down. It will not come down a lot. Alright, so I believe what we're about to do now is called aero braking. Because this will take a long time for us. Okay, so I'm looking for that option that says that we want to hibernate in... I think it's in advanced tweakables or something. Enabled. Accept. Hibernate in warp. Auto. Alright, so we're gonna do a big lap. Very big lap. There we go. And we're gonna fall down. We're gonna fall back down. Now, periapsis, slowly but surely, because we're ever so gently pushing atmosphere, it will take some time, but our apoapsis will fall because our periapsis is in the atmosphere. And this is going to take some time. So, I'm not going to bore you with this. We've seen enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and eat my pizza because it's been a while. So I'm going to pause the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to continue this later, of course. We're going to continue this until we have the best single stage to orbit vessel ever created by man. Or Kerb, if you don't mind. Thank you, Steel Swinger, for being very active in chat. Like it, love it. I hope your pizza was good. If you want to see more, of course, you can press the follow button, and you'll get a notification when I get live, or when I go live next time. And if not, you can always find me streaming some KSP or some other games because I like to diversify. So yeah, alrighty, cool. See you all next time. Have a great day.
All we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.